Hello guys and welcome to another Revising 5 with me Mr. Shmalish. So today we're going to look at 2.4, the marketing mix, pricing strategies and specifically cost plus pricing. So let me just start my timer. Okay, so what cost plus pricing is basically is when a marginal markup is added to the cost of making the product. This ensures that the business makes profit on each unit. Okay, say for example I am selling tables, it costs me £10 to make the tables. What I put on top of that, the markup or margin, is what I make in profit. Okay, so I'm not going to price my tables lower than £10, otherwise I'm not making a profit. I'm going to go higher, and it's whatever I decide that's going to be a good profit margin or markup. I can decide whatever it is. So for example, a margin uses 10 percentages. So if I said I want to make 10% on all my products, I can do that. Or a markup uses the value. So I can say I need to make £10 profit on each particular item. I'd use the markup. They're the same thing, to be honest. So don't get too bogged down on that. Okay. So let's see how this actually works. So if I'm not teaching, I do have a dream of becoming a vegan ice cream seller. Random dream, I know. So here's me and my vegan ice cream. So obviously you can see my Photoshop skills there. This is what 4 years of teaching Year 8 IT does. If I taught GCSE, it actually might be better. However, we digress. So let's say I'm producing the vegan special 99. I'm only going to have one item, okay? The cost of me producing it is 70p. So if I put a markup on it, and so let's say I want to make 30p profit on every single unit I make, so it'll cost me 70p to make. I want 30p profit in each unit. It's going to cost you, the customer, £1 to buy. If I went for the margin method, let's say percentages, I might say I want to make 40% profit on each vegan special 99 I sell. So it'll be 7 times 1.4, which equals 40%. So my selling price will be 98 pence. Okay, right. So when's it used? It's used by most businesses. Okay, in fact, all businesses will use cost plus pricing at some point in time, and it's especially effective if you sell several products. So, for example, if you're a news agent, you'll have hundreds and hundreds of products. You're not going to spend too much time trying to price them up. Okay, you might say this cost me X amount. I'm going to put 10% margin on them. Okay, it's much quicker, much easier, and it's quite efficient. Okay, because the other pricing strategies will look at market research and things like that, whereas this one doesn't really look at it. It just looks at what it costs you and what you need to make on top of that to make profit. Okay, so as I said, used mostly by most businesses, but restaurants use it a lot, news agents use it a lot, and businesses that do on the job production, on the job, that's training method. So job production, so if you're making a wedding cake, it might cost you £50 to make, and let's say you want to put a 100% margin on it, you'll have to charge £100, okay, which actually is really cheap for wedding cake. So they're using thousands. So the advantages of cost plus pricing is easy to do. You can literally do it in seconds. Okay, it's just adding something on top of the cost. Okay, so everyone can do it, and ensures that you definitely make profit on each unit. So if you sell that unit, you know you're making profit on that unit, whereas some pricing strategies you'll actually make a loss. However, the disadvantages are it ignores competitors' prices. Okay, so you just want to make profit on your own on an individual unit. That price actually might be higher than competitors, so they will obviously sell more than you, and you might, although make profit on each unit, you might not make enough to make profit overall. Okay. And it does not drive the business to cut costs. What we mean by that is it just looks at the cost and it looks at slapping some profit on top. Okay, so it's inefficient in that respect. So most businesses want to cut costs, so they'll look at reducing costs in some sort of fashion, maybe changing supplier, maybe changing the amount of wages they pay. Okay, and then because they can cut costs, they can offer better pricing strategies such as promotional pricing. Okay, so cost plus used by most people on items that are more than one. Got some really good advantages and some really good disadvantages. I've got a picture of a burger there, as most restaurants will use cost plus pricing, as I said. So apologies if you can hear other people in the background, but I'm doing this in the classroom. This is the reality of being a teacher. So I've got 26 seconds to spare, and I'll stop the video there. We're moving on to other pricing strategies next. Thank you.